step. And so Glenn called a team meeting. This was probably in late 2008, maybe December of 2008. He called a big team meeting and he said, "Hey everybody, it's going to be bad, and it's going to be bad for a while." And
what I referred to 2008, 2009 was the perfect storm. Technology had finally got to the point where you could literally work from anywhere with anyone at any time on anything, and the housing market sucked. So
perfect time to start a real estate.
Yeah, and so I had physical offices in the previous iteration of brokerage, and I couldn't afford the offices, and I fundamentally went back to the team and said, "Hey, we need to build a real estate brokerage that's profitable in good times and bad times."
It stayed bad for quite a while, and what Glenn really was trying to do was create an economy-proof brokerage model, and so that was the genesis of the thought of eXp Realty. Now, we didn't call it eXp at the time. We didn't even know what we were going to call it. And what Glenn was ultimately doing, and for those that have met Glenn or know Glenn or have read up on Glenn, he was a coder, he was a programmer, he was a developer, he was an internet guy.
Do you want to talk about,
Yeah, one of the things, if you do decide to go without bricks and mortar, one of the things that you'll hear, which is in my mind actually accurate, is that there's going to be a challenge creating culture and collaboration and community with your agents.
Really did do that for real estate. I mean, eXp is, unlike what Josh Team or Robert Refkin were talking about, where they're creating a suite of tools for their agents. I know that is part of the platform.
Right.
eXp is actually a world. It's a virtual world. You have an avatar. You attend a virtual office. There's like socializing.
Yeah, and we're pushing the envelope on technology. I mean, the reality is that the platform that we bought the company last year, a company called Verbella, and they are we've actually set world records in terms of the number of attendees in a virtual setting because of eXp.
How many is it that?
So we had over 730 people attend a live training in World. It was like
4 years ago at this time, we had 400 agents. We were in about 25 states, and I didn't know what eXp stood for. Right? We didn't know. I said it 4.5 years ago when I met Glenn. "You've changed the industry." He goes, "Why?" And I said, "Nobody has stock. If Gary Keller would have given me stock in 1994 when I joined KW, I'd still be there. If Dave Liniger would have given me stock in 1986 when I joined RE/MAX, I'd still be there."
I love Keller Williams. I was there. I'm a vested profit share earner in Keller, and I brought in 184 people in my profit share group in 2006, which you would think would be meaningful, but my 1099 in 2007 was about $6,000. So for me, it didn't work. But my goal was to just grow that thing out for my whole career.
What would an equivalent, someone who brought in, let's say, 180 agents to eXp, can you just ballpark for me what they would see on their 1099?
Yeah, generally speaking, fairly safe to be anywhere from 250 to 750 per year per agent that you've in your organization. So 18, so it's 90,000 a year would be sort of an equivalent sort of framework to think about.
Awesome.
And they go, "What's the difference?" I said, "The difference is all the models I've ever been with in the industry have been owner-driven, and now I'm in a model where it's agent-driven. We get money off the top. Which one do you all like as an agent? Owner-driven? Say yes. Agent-driven? Scream. Yeah. But I knew our industry had never had a change since I've been in it. Just different colors, different logos. If somebody goes from one of the broker-driven models to another broker-driven model because somebody pays them, it's just a payment. See what's happening in our industry? They go from one broker-driven model to another broker-driven model. The only way you will change your life is you come to us. Period. How many people have stock in here? Raise your hand. We're all owners. Does that make sense? In other words, 4% of the companies, we're doing it Team eXp. But there's a higher vision. Here's my higher vision. We're going to change agents' lives forever. Okay? Let's start it now.
My life now is completely different. So basically, I have been here 3 years. I've invited 41 people personally. I have over 4,800 agents on my team all over America and all over Canada. And I am making millions of dollars a year in passive income. I have sent my boys to college. I've bought houses. I've bought cars. I set up a nonprofit to be able to serve single mothers and to be able to give money away, to be able to help people through charity. And so my life is absolutely, completely different than it was.
3 short years after slugging it out.
My first year at eXp, this isn't I made over $1 million in real estate. So yes, and I did that. I think I did that 100% by finding leverage within the eXp model.
Well, first of all, I just want to say this is such a cool company where agents can honor other agents who succeed at a really high level. That doesn't happen anywhere else. Right. And so as Tracy informed me, you are now the proud member of the Two Comma Club in eXp, having earned over $1 million in rev share. Yes, sir. That's freaking awesome. Hey. So I wish this company existed so I could be you.
We're glad it exists because of you.
That's right. Yeah. No, I just want to say thank you so much because this company has truly changed our life, and thank you, Tracy, for everything that you've done to help us get to where we are. And this is only the beginning. You know it, we know it, and you know it, and everybody else here knows it. And we're here to help everybody grow. This is a family. This is a company that we're all shareholders. We all want to help this company grow. And truly, this is an amazing opportunity. And I just want to say thank you so much for letting us help you build this company with you.
Awesome. Hey.
Thank you.
It's a difference maker. There's not been an article written about us yet, by the way, of any of the periodicals I've had that have talked like me today, have they? They just don't get it. It's okay.
Most companies would only dream to do. So with that, I'm just super stoked, super excited to be here today to represent all of our agents, brokers, and staff, and all those who have come along with us. We continue to do great things. 2019 is going to be epic. And like we like to say, most recently at eXp, it's on like Donkey Kong.